Everybody, it's Leanne here from Marketing Leap. Today I'm going to discuss the second module of the Integrated Marketing Blueprint, which is your website. Now, to date, we've already gone through your avatar, so you know who your ideal client is. You know how you're going to help them, and you know what it is that they need. We've also gone through your branding, where we've discussed the fonts that you use and the colors that you use for your website and how important that is. We've also gone through your goals and planning so that you have established whether you want people to subscribe, whether you want them to interact, or how you want them to engage with you on your website and with your business. So today we're going to talk about the actual layout of your website. Now, everything that I'm going to discuss is based around WordPress because I'm a WordPress specialist, and not only that, 25% of websites today are all on the WordPress platform. The security is great. WordPress for me is the go. Now, when it comes to designing your website, you need to have a look at your layout and you need to have a look at the themes that you use. Now, because you've already established your fonts and you've already established your branding, you know what colors you're going to use, and it has to be relevant to your industry. If you're a paver, you're not going to have hot pink all over your website. Likewise, if you're helping people deal with grief, you're not going to have cartoon characters popping up. Everything that you do revolves around the tone of voice with your branding and the tone of voice that you use and the way that you're actually going to encourage your clientele to engage with you. So your layout and your theme is really, really important. Your mobile responsiveness, you don't have a choice. Google ranks you and ranks your website based on whether it's mobile responsive and how fast it loads. So those are two things that are essential when you're looking at your layout and the theme that you're going to use for your website. The other thing is your call to action. Now, one of the best things that I ever heard when I first started with marketing was that people are silently begging to be led. And the only way you're going to lead them is through a call to action. You've got to tell them what you do and what you want them to do on your website. You've got to ask them to subscribe. You've got to tell them to click here. You've got to lead them into the steps that you want them to take to engage with you so that you can invariably help them and assist them on whatever it is that their journey is with you. So a call to action is essential for everything. Now, you have literally 3 seconds to engage somebody on your website. On top of that, your navigation and your layout has to be done in such a way that if people will only click 3 times to get where they want to go, if they have to click more than 3 times to get to the information they're looking for, you've lost them. The same as, the 3-second rule with your website. You've got to engage them within that first 3 seconds or you've lost them. With layout, full width has become very much the way to go because now 53% of the population that are online are doing it on their mobile phones. So it gets back to the font thing. It has to be really, really easy to read, no little scrolly serifs or anything like that. But the full width is great because people can actually just use their thumb to scroll down and see what's going on. Even so, you've still got half the population on desktop. So once you get into your website, if you have a left-hand sidebar, you will actually have more opt-ins. Interestingly enough, if you have your call to action and your subscribe or whatever it is that you want them to do in your right sidebar, people will actually spend longer on your site. So that's just something else to keep in mind. So it's a bit of a journey that we're going through, as you can see. We've started off with your avatar, we've gone through your branding, we're now applying your branding and your tone of voice to your website and making sure that the layout of your website is easy to navigate, it's mobile responsive, it loads quickly, and people can get to the information that they need within 3 clicks. So a little bit of homework for you to do today. You can go back and have a look at your website and just make sure that you have that branding and that consistency, and people can get to where they're going very, very quickly. I'm going to run. I have a presentation to pull together in the next half an hour. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.